Thank you. As you see, my topic is food and nutrition help in navigating the future of healthcare and humankind through the healing power of nature. And this is my second time to present to work with ICTM 2023. I was here also last year. And as you see, I will might as well do all the can you help me monitor the slide, please?
Yes, yes.
Slide
Moving to
number
the
3.
next slide. Okay.
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that. My disclosure, this is my declaration of potential conflict of interest. This confirms that there is no conflict of interest, financial and other relationship in the preparation of this document. The next one. Can I have all my slides just on the side and then I can click it? No, or this is good. Okay, thanks. My objectives for the session is to define uh, what nutrition is, what food, nutrition, nature, and their connection to the future of healthcare and humankind. I will describe the connection of the same of both food and nutrition and their role in navigating healthcare and humankind through the healing power of nature. I will discuss at least two techniques of how food and nutrition could help in navigating the future of healthcare and humankind through the healing power of nature. I will identify at least two barriers or challenges that food and nutrition could not help in navigating the future of healthcare and humankind, again through the healing power of nature. And last but not the least, I will name at least one concern at this international conference that could be a catalyst to, to the marginalized population group in our community. Next, please. The scope of my presentation concentrates on the connection, the relationship of both food and nutrition in helping and navigating the future of healthcare, and again, in humankind through the healing power of nature. This presentation will focus on the amazing science of food and nutrition, how food as medicine starts the science of nutrition, and how nutrition as a branch of modern medicine and already a part of traditional medicine can navigate the future of healthcare and humankind. Next, please. This is just a background of my of yours truly, and of course, again, the healing power of nature. This is I was in Beijing in 2008, and I was struck by the wonder of the world of China. This is not nature itself by nature just appeared in the environment, but this is man-made. Without the existence of plant foods and other edible foods, the Great Wall still gives a feeling of calm and inner peace that's indescribable. Next, please. Just a brief, again, another brief description of this paper is that the foods, nutrition, and their healing power to humankind has always been dear to my heart. Simply walking through the woods, take a hike on the farm, or strolling by the lake and admiring the nature's landscape is exhilarating. But to do these activities, we need some amount of energy. We heard a lot about energy medicine in the prior presentation. Energy coming from the foods we ate or we had as a meal, a snack, and or combination with water or any type of drink. A complete balance of foods, giving all the necessary nutrients needed by the body, is a must in this process. So much so that an inadequacy of the nutrients will have an effect on health, physical fitness, and happiness, which of course is what we are in complete healing, a feeling of satisfaction, and 101% contentment. Next, please. Food and nutrition are related but not interchangeable. Food is consumed through the mouth. Nutrition will only happen after food is ingested. Here, nutrition starts with digestion, absorption, and metabolism. After absorption, the person's typical meal food plan, if balanced and contains the right amount, quality, and variety of foods, we will notice on a consecutive basis in weeks, months, years, the signs and symptoms of proper balance and good nutrition. Effects include vibrant energy, glowing skin, sparkling eyes, glossy hair and nails, and good oral health. Next, please. We do not need physicians for now if we just look and see and and feel the signs of good eating on our bodies and consequently the states of good nutritional and general physical, mental, psychological, and spiritual well-being. Registered dietitians, we do physical assessment on set so we can uh, basically do a little assessment physically what could be some kind of issue that the client has. Additionally, nature is at the core of food and nutrition science. Food is life and it exists in nature. Another insight is about water, which we will discuss later in this presentation, in navigating the future of healthcare and of course in the healing power and you see nutrition can help. Next, please. Here is the definition of food, and you heard a lot that the prior presenter before me. The food is almost all discussed in there, but it's usually solid that provides nutrients in the body. You also have heard nutrients and the vitamins and minerals before. Next, please. Nutrients are substances in food classified as carbohydrates, which of course you can say starches, fruits, vegetables, legumes, grains, bread, tubers. But just we have to be careful that the trend now is to categorize some of the legumes and some of the grains and figuring out all the correct caloric contents and subclassify them. The protein, we have, for example, milk and dairy products, eggs, fish, poultry, meat, chicken, shellfish, seafoods, and their products. Lipids, which is fats and oils. Occasionally, uh, people get mixed up, confused. What's lipids? But that's just the um, almost like a chemical name for fat and oil. Usually, fats, usually they're solids, and oils will be liquid. So butter, margarine, cream, mayo, mayonnaise, salad dressings, those are mostly all like under fats. And in the general category, they're labeled lipids. The vitamins are the organic substances contained in the above mentioned food sources. They serve as hormones and or coenzymes needed to regulate and or maintain body functions. So much so with minerals, but then these they are inorganic. So if you hear calcium, if you hear aluminum, like metals, substances in food, like vitamins, they act as coenzymes and or hormones to regulate and or maintain body tissues. And the last one is water. I mentioned earlier that water is a nutrient, and it's what you wish we always not we always ignore moisture or like the liquid as just liquid, but they are in the category of water and it's a nutrient. And it's present in food and in the body or as a beverage or drink. It is used in the body as component of interstitial fluids to regulate body functions. And just be careful that water, if you don't see it, they are like very much so ignored and they are not really studied. They say, oh, that's okay. I don't need water. Okay. But when you have that in beverage, tea, coffee, hot or cold, um, other drinks, it will be under water. Next, please. Here is the major ones. So much so a lot has been said about food. But this nutrition is this is the definition of nutrition. Is the art and science of feeding individuals from conception to end of life. Through food, nutrition starts from the body's need for growth, development, health, and well-being. You are what you eat is an old adage of nutrition science. It's not really, very used anymore, but that's just like very traditional. It's almost like generic. You are what you eat. It is a branch of medicine with a concern for each and every person and their own individual nutritional needs. It is also based on age, gender, and energy needs in relation to physical activity and current health condition. It's not one size fits all. Okay, so it's a lot of conditions and factors when you deal with nutrition. And then you see here the image, the diagram on the right side, and it's been showed many times in the course of the conference. Next slide, please. Nature is the phenomenon of the physical world collectively, including plants, animals, the landscape, and other features and products of the earth, as opposed to humans or human creation. A farm, park, the shore, mountain, lake, and downtown landscape are all examples of nature. This is differentiated with the definition of nature as it pertains to the innate characteristic quality of a person. For example, I'll say, by nature, I love people. Okay. By nature, I like to share. But then that's the not the one we are dealing with here. It's the nature that's around us. Next, please. What are the challenges? And I believe I have a couple of slides there for challenges. I have to convince you, or and you, me, I mean, all of you, or those at least that has been up listening and still in with the conference, that we have the interaction, the relationship, the enjoyment. It does has that healing power. Let's look at the nature and see its beauty. How do you feel? How do we feel? Can you express your emotions about the interaction? Next, please. The interesting part is we can enjoy all of what we are experiencing if we are not hungry. Can a full stomach, you've eaten your meal or snack, provides a more satisfying process. We can only prove to ourselves how true this is if you have already experienced the process, so much so you can agree with me that at times we cannot focus. You say, no, wait a minute, I have to like drink a juice, or I have to drink something, or let me get a bite, because if the stomach is empty, you already sense that you are hungry, then you cannot concentrate, you cannot focus, and there is no enjoyment. And that's a challenge. And we can deal with food insecurity, food deserts. People can even see, don't even have a see fresh vegetables and stuff like that. Next, please. Next slide. Another challenge is, oh, I'm sorry, there's another challenge, I believe. Back up, please, one slide. The one before this. No, that's the next. That's you have, yeah, that one. As we are we focused on walking, breathing, and synchronizing all our senses? If not, the healing process may not come because our mind, heart, soul, and energy are not into it. And of course, you already heard some of this earlier. Think about this and reflect what you are missing in the process. Next, please, on the concept. The concept overall is the relationship between food, nutrition, and nature. At the core of this presentation is the basic concept that spending time in nature, even as little as 2 hours a week, and you know how many minutes that is per day, has been linked to several health benefits. There are a lot of studies that support this evidence. It seems to support healthy aging and has been associated with, among other things, improved cognitive function, blood pressure, mental health, and sleep. The presence and availability of food and nutrition in these activities help to navigate the future of healthcare and humankind through the healing power of nature. Bottom line, complete physical well-being. Next, please. The impact. If we nurture nature, we get enough for us to get insight into navigating the future of healthcare. Do you feel healed already into the when you see and hear the connection so far of food, nutrition, and nature? Next, please. That will be, yeah, that one. I have experienced walking on a 1.7-mile walking trail in a mountainous area, which gives me a quiet and relaxing feeling of tranquility. Is it healing or something else? Would other people feel the same? Is there, if there is a connection between in nature with its healing power, that the, does the whole humankind feel it? If so, people won't mind walking and or running for distances to connect with with nature. So the impact is again that connection with nature, that nurturing of nature. Next, please. Concerns. What will be the concerns? Again, I mentioned on my session objectives, there will be concerns, barriers, and or challenges in dealing with navigating the future of healthcare and humankind through the healing power of nature. There, there are cultural and intergenerational differences, which are components of the social determinants of health, and which means, again, these are all like generic now: age, race, sex, income level, educational background, and so many others, political differences. So knowing what already, uh, kind of hearing what you already know about healthcare, about food, nutrition, here again is a concern. People of different age group will have different needs. So if you they are healthy, if they are sick or again, if they are they cannot provide or can even go to the clinic. If we can tackle, overcome these social determinants of health factors, we are halfway through the process. However, this has yet to be seen. This is still another issue, at least, I mean, not hopefully, it's not just in the US, but worldwide. Next, please. Food for thought. I was struck with these cartoons. Again, if we try to get back to nature, but nature wouldn't have us. Because what? Why? Because we don't nurture them. We don't, like maybe like a little respect, like say, keep up the grass, then keep up the grass. Don't pick flowers, so then don't pick flowers, or don't pick the fruit if it's not ripe, or things like that. And so, and also with that food for thought. See, there are many other issues that goes into nurturing nature. If you are not a nature lover, I would say you will have like an issue. And then here again will be what did we hear earlier? Change change our attitude, and we will change our lives. Next, please. Where do we go from here? Margaret Fuller did say in quotation here, nature provides exception for every rule. And why I picked this saying is the same thing with nutrition. There is again no size fits all for nutrition. Okay, you can be very rich and still malnourished. You can be very poor and you are just borderline, because what uh, Antonia mentioned, that food literacy is right here. They have to be food literate, okay, and then we have to be food secure. And if there's the negative side, the opposite side get into the picture, then that's another problem. That's another
Sorry
issue. That's
for
another ball game.
interruption, Dr. Julieta.
Yes.
I request you to please conclude your talk faster as
Okay.
the participants
Yes.
are waiting.
All right. I'm almost done. Is that you, Dr. Sharma? Is that you? Okay. So the takeaway, I have just two more short ones. That's why I don't have that much photos, because uh, so I discussed the where do we go from here. Next one, please. I'll be done in 2 minutes. Next one, please. Okay, the takeaway, nutrition can either make you or break you in 2023 and every day. Not just this year, because I got touched with the ICTM 2023. Not just today, not just this year, every day, every week, every month, and every year. Next one, please. What's in the bandwagon? Here are all the patterns and the guidelines and the what we need to stay nutritionally healthy and happy. We have these three patterns, that the regular healthy US pattern that you and me eat, the healthy vegetarian, of course you know that, the DASH diet that will be like for the hypertensive, and you have to watch the sodium and things like that, and then the healthy Mediterranean. Okay, that's just the explanation of what's in the bandwagon. And so here you see the stethoscope is the one partner with the food. So what's in the summary? Food and nutrition now is again you can relate to nature. If we nurture nature, if we nurture nature, we can get enough of that in keeping our complete general well-being. We feel headed, we feel healed on when our hormones are functioning properly, and distress us, giving that healing body effect for good health and physical well-being. Here, this is where you need proper and food and nutrition intervention. For the energy expenditure, we need to support all the metabolic process for proper functioning of the body. And if I can just show the last one, and that's my references. If you have any question, please, and I thank you.